owner to go get insurance. So you can get the store owner to put you underneath their insurance. So that's one way. The second way is, of course, to get insurance for your ATMs. So there's a couple insurance companies that I'm still learning and finding out myself in this game. So that's another way you can get. You go to State Farm. I heard Pocket Wallet is a good one. It's a lot of different ATM insurance companies that you can go with. So that's two. The third way is to put tracking devices and alarm systems on your ATMs. So anytime that your ATM is tampered with, you could know about it. Anytime it's stolen and it's taken from the location, if you got those Apple AirTags that's inside of your ATM, any phone that's in that radius that's an Apple will ding and ping off of your ATM. So that's three ways you can basically protect yourself when you're jumping into the ATM business and you're placing your ATMs inside of these locations. And another good rule of thumb is don't just put your ATM anywhere. You get what I'm saying? Just don't put it anywhere. Put it in, some upscale, decent locations. Now, even those, not to say that those won't get robbed as well, but the likely chances of those being robbed are a lot less than, you putting your ATM in the middle of the hood. You get what I'm saying? So these are just a couple of tips, like a couple of little tips that you can take. The guy who got his ATM broken into, man, I feel sorry for him. He said that he lost around $1,200, but he also said that he was going to put another ATM put another ATM in that same spot. He's just going to secure it down more. I don't know if it's worth it, but hey, who am I to tell somebody how to, conduct their business? But I'm pretty sure if my ATM got broken into at a location, I'm moving it, or I'm not putting another ATM in there, because these are not cheap devices. These are not vending machines or things like that. These are not cheap little instruments that you can just buy anywhere. You just can't go to a Walmart and buy an ATM. You have to wait for it to be shipped. All the programming, the money, the time you put into the ATM is very valuable. So I just wanted to tap in with y'all, let you know the ATM that you seen that was on my post was not my ATM. It was not my ATM. Thank God it wasn't my ATM. But I did have a scare, something like that, back in, I want to say October, November, one of my tattoo locations had got robbed, but they couldn't get inside of the ATM. So when they couldn't get inside the ATM, they were trying to use a screwdriver to pop the lock on the ATM. But that didn't work. And the way that I had it installed, it was a wall right near the vault. So even if you tried, you couldn't even put a crowbar in there to pop it open. Not saying that it can't be done, but I'm very aware of people do rob ATMs, man. So when you get into this business, just be mindful of that. And keep up with your ATMs, check on them regularly, at least 2 to 3 times a week. Make sure nobody's tampered with them. Make sure nobody's broken any keypads or screens. But best believe, bro, it can definitely happen. It can definitely happen. Have I messed with the crypto ATMs yet? No, I got a plug on them, but I haven't dug deep and deep dived into them yet. All right, so you had someone signed to yours. Yeah, man, it can happen. It can happen. So it's up to you and your contracts and for you as an ATM owner. Man, go buy you some Apple tags. I think you can get 4 for $100. Go buy you an alarm system. You can go get one from Fry's or any electronics store, Best Buy, that as soon as somebody pop open that vault, an alarm go off. Also, another way you can deter people from stealing your ATMs is by putting a sticker on there saying, hey, this ATM is empty every night. That can help as well. But, you know, criminals are going to be criminals. Criminals are going to be criminals. And I feel bad for the guy that happened to. But it's not abnormal for it to happen. So just be mindful. And when you're getting into the ATM business, you don't have to load your ATM with $5,000-$10,000. $1,000 to $3,000 should get you through into the next time you have to fill it, and that'll keep you from going there every day, back to back. But don't fill your ATM up with $7,000 to $10,000 unless you're doing an event or you know for a fact that location is secure, because it can happen to anybody. It can happen to me. It can happen to you. Anybody that's in the ATM business, it can happen to. It's holiday season, so that means a lot of people are out here doing devious things. They're doing devious stuff. So you just got to keep that in mind. So just for everybody that's just now tuning in, I'm talking about my last post where I dropped the ATM that had got broken into, the picture of the ATM that got broken into. That is not my ATM, but it is a colleague of mine, a friend of mine that's in the ATM business, and it's his ATM who got broken into. So just keep that in mind while you out looking for locations, and also, man, it's real cheap to get, and it'll save you a lot of time. And it's kind of cool because if you got an iPhone, you can pinpoint where your ATMs are and when was the last time it was seen through those Apple AirTags. So you can go get them from Best Buy, like $110 at the most, man, but they're worth it. And then go get your alarm system, put them on all your ATMs. And then on top of that, make sure that the owner has you under their insurance. And if the owner doesn't want to get you under their insurance, easiest thing for you to do is try to go find some insurance for your ATMs. I know a lot of insurance companies are kind of timid with the ATM business, but there are companies out there that allow you to get coverage on your ATM. Probably won't allow you to get coverage on the cash that's inside the ATM, but for sure the ATM, the material itself, the product itself, they'll allow you to get coverage on. So keep these things in mind when you're jumping into the ATM business. Look, it's 2022. We finna go up, man. If you're ready to get into the ATM business, tap in with me, tap in. But when you get into the business, just know there's ups and then there's downs and then there's all arounds. Some days we eat steak. Some days we eat beans. You feel what I'm saying? But all days are better than no days when you're making money, passive money. So just keep that in mind, y'all. Like, tap in with me, man. Just know when you're getting into any business, there are ups and there's downs. And you can lose money, you can gain money. But scared money don't make no money.